but I happened to a video of Japanese guy, 25-year-old Japanese guy, and this particular video came up in my recommended so many times in the last week or so, 10 days or so, and I began to feel a bit annoyed, okay, because I actually didn't mean to watch any of his videos, okay, and the title of that, I don't remember correctly the entirety, but it was like, could you please evaluate my English or something like that. And I normally not interested in such videos like please listen to my English and rate my English or something like that, because I don't know what please rate my English means, okay, because I don't think your English should be evaluated by someone, okay, because that's yours, right? That's yours. You can decide what kind of English you speak yourself. Yeah, that's how I feel. Okay, anyway. So, but since that video kept coming up so many times, repeatedly, so I couldn't register myself watching it anymore. And I clicked on it, and I began to watch it, and I was quite surprised to hear him speak English, because I didn't expect his English to be that good. Okay, actually, I just wondered why he wanted to let people evaluate his English at this level. I just wondered why, and I kept watching it. I'm sorry, I was wrong. Okay. That video, okay, whose title is like, could you evaluate my English, came up many times in my recommended. That's true, but I ended up watching different video of his, okay, at that time. I didn't remember what it was, but actually, and I continue to watch his videos back to back. I mean, I continue to watch more than 3 or 4 videos, okay, and I actually haven't watched the video titled could you evaluate my English or something. Okay, I still haven't watched the video. I'm now interested in watching it though, okay, after getting to know about him more than I was before starting watching his videos, okay. And basically, I felt familiar to him. I mean, I felt close to him. That's because he turns out to be a guy from Nagoya, Japan, and it's the same city that I'm living in now. So I always say that I'm from Nagoya, Japan, or something like that in my videos, right? And so that sounded familiar to me. And he was still 25 years old now, right? And today I watched his latest video, and in the video, he actually began to find the answer answer of his problems himself. So I'm not I don't think I have to talk about his problems or something, his issues or something in this video, though I'm not sure. But okay, basically, okay, what I learned from watching his videos, that he's a 25-year-old guy, and he's now owns his own cram school with 20 students, okay, And he started his cram school from scratch after coming back from Canada, where he studied in business. Okay, he studied business in Canada for I don't know how long, one or 2 years there after, I guess, graduated from university. Okay, and other things that I was able to understand from watching his videos is that okay, he was very intelligent and he speaks very academic English, and he speaks very beautifully, and he's very articulate, and he speaks clearly, and I totally understand him 100%. Okay, he says that he thinks that he can make himself understood about 70 or 80% of what he is actually speaking in English, but I think that was wrong. That is wrong. I can understand him 100% because maybe because I'm Japanese, okay, but still I think that other people from other countries can understand him 100% of what he's actually speaking in English, because he's very clear and his English is very, very beautiful, although he isn't satisfied with his English. In his latest video, he says that okay, he should appreciate more for, is that okay, for what he has actually, not he thinks that it's not a good idea to lament or complain about what he doesn't have. Okay, he has done so much. Okay, and his English is great, just great. There are many Japanese people who can speak English fluently just because they have lived in any English-speaking country for such an amount of time, and they came back to Japan. Okay, and there are other people who studied abroad and they struggled a lot to acquire their great English. Yeah, there are such people who speak great English. Okay, and he says that there are many people who we never mastered languages, right? Even though it is our mother tongue, right? I don't think I can ever master my mother tongue, because there are so many unknown words. Okay, so many words that I can't use myself. There are so many words or expressions or idioms or sayings or Chinese characters that I cannot even read. Okay, so we are never be able to master our languages, whether it be our mother tongue or our foreign languages. Okay, and where was I? And he doesn't seem to be satisfied with his English. Yeah, he could make his pronunciation much better by practicing something that he thinks that he should. Okay, yeah, he can still. He has still room to grow. Okay, but at the moment, his English is just great. He can make himself totally understood, 100% understood. And where was I actually? Okay, and he's 25. He's still very young, right? And so he thinks that there are many people who improved their English in much shorter time than he did, okay? And I thought that he had some kind of inferiority about that. But I think this is reality, I guess, okay? And sometimes he wonders why his English still at this level, even though others others' English improved so much more. I think this is because just the lack of practice, okay? In my case, I can say the same thing, okay, about myself. I'm now practicing, right? And for such a long time, I haven't done this, right? So that's why my speaking skills are still this level. Okay, it's obvious. If we want to improve something, okay, and all you need to do is use it so that you can improve it. So it's very simple and it's easy. You don't have to think about it, okay, because the answer is very easy. It's lack of practice. You must have. You say that, maybe you might say that, no, I did lots of practice, but I'm still at this level. Well, this is wrong. If you practiced enough, you can be much better, right? And if you are not satisfied with what you're doing, that's because your lack of practice. But if you practice more but it doesn't make you feel happy, then it's not just the practice. It's more about confidence, right? So that's why when I first watched his videos, I wondered, what is the problem? Okay, what is the problem? I thought that he was talking about his pronunciation. He really wants to improve his pronunciation because he thinks in that video, okay, he video shot himself about a week ago, 10 days ago, I don't know. He has been on YouTube less than 2 months now, okay, and ever since he started the day one, okay, he decided to upload his video speaking in English every day, and he has been doing this endeavor, okay, this journey. And as he progressed, okay, as the more he did it, the more ideas he has been having, right? And so that's why I watched the very first video of his. He uploaded about less than 2 months ago. This is what I always do when I watch someone's video, actually. I really want to know what this person was doing in the beginning, because for me, YouTube is a platform where you can let people know how much progress you have made. Okay, in this respect, not only watching the latest video to know what you are doing right now, but also it's very important for me to look back to the past, okay, to see what this person was doing actually at the beginning. Okay, it's very important to compare the difference between this person in the past and this person at the present. Okay, this is very intriguing also. Okay, and I'm not sure if everybody does this. Okay, everybody ever gets interested in this. I'm not sure, but okay, this is how I always do. And I watched his very first video. He was quite relaxing, okay, relaxed. That was a pretty relaxing video. And I thought he was okay already, okay, but he wasn't satisfied with himself back then. That's why he started his YouTube channel to document himself, okay, this journey, right? And now, about several days ago, okay, he was still struggling, right? But in his latest video, um, he seems to be finding the answer of his life problems, because um, he has been talking about this for the last nearly 2 months, right? So that's why I guess it's worth doing. It's worth doing. It was worth doing, okay? And he was not satisfied with his English, and he thinks that his pronunciation needs to be improved much more. And I thought that what he has was a confidence problem, okay? Not the pronunciation issue or his English issue. No, his issue is related to his confidence, I guess. And in the middle of 20s, he's in the mid 20s, right? And I don't remember correctly, but one of his videos says something that still not successful in your 20s or something like that. And it implies that he is struggling, becoming successful at this moment, like in his 20s, right? And I thought that he's still young in a very good way, because in your 20s, you have lots of problems and issues to solve, and you get stuck, and it's pretty normal, right? You can't see the future, and you are in the middle of the journey, and you don't know what to do in the future. The more serious you are about your life, the more you tend to struggle with those things, right? I think so. And will be in my 60s very soon, right? So that's why I have much less options in my life. So there aren't as many options I used to have in the past, and this actually makes my life simpler, easier, okay? So I feel fortunate about this, because now I don't have many options, especially after having my rectal cancer. I can't take a long trip because of my toilet issue or something. Okay, I'm normally okay, but sometimes I feel anxious about my toilet issues, so I now can't think of traveling a lot, okay? Mainly I stay home, okay, to do something, okay? And I actually don't find this, like disaster or something. I take it as it is, and I don't take it very seriously. I try to take it easy, because this is my life. I cannot change something, okay? And I only have a very limited time left in my life right now, okay? So I can focus on something that I really want at the moment, even more than I did before, right? Okay, so I'm quite lucky. And but if I were in his shoes, if I were younger, as young as he is now, maybe I would have much more issues to solve, because the more time and the more options you have, the more you tend to feel anxious, because you don't always know which way you should take. So, and he's still young, I thought so, and he's still in the middle of his journey, so he can't help but struggle, right? So I think it's totally okay to think a lot, for him to think a lot about his life, and to be serious about his life. And I think it's totally okay for him to spend lots of time thinking about his life. And it's not always, I mean, he can be always happy, right? Sometimes he, excuse me, he must have some bad days, right? It must have a really, it must be really tough, yeah. But the more you think about your life, the more you can grow. I feel this way. And yeah, anyway, his English is okay. His English is above a certain level, and I understand by hearing him speak English. And the moment I started listening to him speaking English, I totally understood how much he studied seriously, how much English he has written, because he can speak like he can write, okay? So this just shows he can write very well in English. I understand that, because I also like to write myself. So some people really want to be a fluent speaker even though they can't write properly, okay? You cannot speak the same way if you can't write. I'm a strong believer of this. So the moment I started listening to him speaking English, I understood that he can write very good English, okay? And I respect him this way. And then he can use very academic words, and he expresses clearly, and he can use various kinds of expressions and words. He says that he uses the same words and expressions over and over again, but I don't feel that way. And this is my very first time to think this way when I listen to someone speaking English, and especially he's Japanese. So that's why I feel this way more strongly, maybe. But sometimes I hear that native speakers don't care about your mistakes or grammar mistakes or something like that, because they just want to know the idea that you want to convey. And I always, when I hear this, I always felt a bit skeptical about this. Okay, is it really true? Native speakers don't pay close attention to mistakes in something very small, tiny, subtle. Okay, then it would make me feel much better, much easier, right? But I didn't understand the real meaning of this. But when I listened to him speaking in English, all I wanted to know about was his ideas, okay? And I didn't pay any attention to his overused expressions or mistakes here and there. I don't know. But, okay, all I wanted to know was his ideas, and I concentrated on listening to him, okay? Not for finding any mistakes that he made or something. No, I was totally oblivious to such things. Okay, I just wanted to know what he wants to say or something like that. Okay, and this is my very first time to understand what native speakers don't pay attention to small things, tiny things, insignificant things means. Okay, all they want to know is your ideas. Okay, so if you have something on a message that you want to convey to people, okay, then English is just a tool to convey the meaning of your ideas. Okay, and but your English has to be above a certain level to do this in the first place. And his English is perfect in that respect. So I don't think that he has to worry about his English anymore. Yeah, it's okay for him to do something to make his English better. Okay, because it's more convenient if his English is much better. I don't think so. I don't think that he has to work hard to improve his English at this level. No, his English is just okay as it is because he has a lot of things that he wants to talk about. And he calls it kind of his videos, what he's doing in his videos is like a therapeutic effect for him. Okay, it's very good for him, and because it can work as it can have some kind of therapeutic effect. Okay, because he says that he wants to write, he wants to keep his journals, I think in English too, not only in his Japanese but also his English too, and he wants to talk about himself, and he says that he's an introvert, and he's not a party people type, and so and I really respect him and I admire him, and I even I'm jealous of him because he has something that I don't have. Okay, like he has many subscribers now, even though he has just he's doing this for the less than 2 months, but still he has more than 700 subscribers, and he has many comments, he has many views, and he has many things to talk about, and his English sounds very beautiful, academic, and he's so natural, he's so relaxed, and he's so intelligent, and he's serious about his life, and he's so sincere, and he's good looking, even though that he says that he was not popular among girls in school. Though I don't think so. He has a very low self-esteem, I guess, so that's why everything has a lot to do with his confidence issue rather than English issue or something like that. Okay, and but his journey, he's in the middle of the journey, but he already began to find the answer, and it's not the end of his journey yet. His journey will continue from now, right? And how long it will take, I don't know, nobody knows, but one thing is for sure, he's serious about his life, and it's so beautiful, and I was admired by, I was inspired by him, actually. I'm much older than he is, but I'm still struggling with my spoken language, but I'm determined enough to improve my spoken language this time around. I started English at the age of 28, and it has been so many years since then, right? And it's been only 7 years since he says that he started studying English seriously, but he thinks that he's still at this level. No, he has reached higher than a certain level already. He's been there already, okay? He's been there. And his pronunciation is not such a big deal, okay? His pronunciation is great, okay? He can, no problem. He can make himself understood perfectly. And he has many people who leave comments on his YouTube videos. I think that's great. And I don't want to compare myself to him, but and actually yesterday I finished watching some of his videos, and I had some mixed feelings about my English, or where I am, or something like that. I once wanted to leave my comment to one of his videos or some of his videos to encourage him, but this made me wonder from what point I was going to leave a comment to his video. I don't think my English is better than his, and he's not satisfied with his English, right? And then I thought that at that time yesterday, okay, just after watching a lot of several of his videos, at that time, if he doesn't allow his English to be okay, then he won't be able to allow others' English to be okay. I mean, others' English that is the level of which, is lower than his level, okay, the level of his English. So in this case, me leaving a comment to encourage him doesn't mean anything to him, or doesn't mean anything, not anything, but doesn't mean a lot to him, right? In what standpoint are you giving your comment to my channel, to my level? I thought that he would feel that way, so I try not to leave any comment to any of his videos, okay? And I began to feel a bit infuriated. No, I can't explain it, but I began to feel a bit sad and disappointed about myself, okay? Because all I talk about in this video, in my videos, are really insignificant, okay? But this is me, this is my style, okay? And what I'm talking about shouldn't be judged by anyone, and shouldn't be evaluated by anyone, because this is my space, and what I talk about is totally okay, right? Anything goes, right? And it took a little while for me to understand this. Okay, I had to ask myself lots of questions. I felt a bit devastated just after watching his videos, because I began to find what I'm doing insignificant, not important, okay? So, but I asked myself lots of questions is it okay is it really true? Is it really true? What you feel is really true? You feel disappointed about yourself now, but what makes you feel this way is really true, or something like that. And I asked myself lots of questions. I asked myself a lot, and then I began to feel easy, relieved, because I'm nobody else. I'm myself, and it's totally okay for me to feel anything, right? If I feel disappointed, it's okay, because I feel that way, right? I felt that way, and but I really don't want to let those feelings bring me down, okay? So I ask myself, is it true? It is true, okay? And I can't explain it very well, but okay. And anyway, although it took time for me to feel this way, feel relieved, feel relaxed, in the end, I began to feel more energetic because I accepted all my feelings as they are, and because it's totally okay for me to feel anything, okay? It's not the right or wrong thing, okay? And he's doing his own style, right? And I'm doing my own style, and they are different, and it's totally okay, right? Yeah. And I learned a lot about myself by watching his videos, actually. So his videos mean a lot to people who are watching them, okay? I really want to let him know about this. I don't know how I do to let him know about this, but okay, I really thank him for being there for us, for me, okay, because I was able to realize lots of things by watching his videos, okay, and his English is perfect, okay, and now he is growing so much, and he says that he really wanted to stop what he is doing right now, to break everything, to get out of his comfort zone, to find something new, something different, to make him grow even more. And he's courageous, I think. He's brave, and he's enthusiastic, and I really respect him. Okay, I'm not really sure if I can say everything that I felt about him in this video, and in the future I might refer to him again somewhere, but today I don't have any more time. I have to prepare lunch for my daughter and me, but I'm really happy to get to know him. We are in the same city, and he's working really hard somewhere close to me, and I really want to continue watching his videos from now on, okay? And he encouraged me so much, he inspired me so much, and I'm really happy that I was able to get to know him, okay? And as Japanese, I'm proud of him so much, okay? Because for Japanese, learning English to the point where you can express yourself quite freely, openly, clearly, in English, it's very difficult. It's challenging, and not so many people can do this. Not so many people can reach here, okay, to reach that level, okay. And I've been struggling myself too. I really want to improve myself more to become a better version of myself. Okay, I feel the same way too. Yeah, anyway, yeah, YouTube is fantastic because if I hadn't watched his videos, I wouldn't feel this way now, right? His video came up suddenly in my recommended, and at first I didn't feel like watching the video which came up in my recommended, but I ended up watching some other videos of his, right? And I was so lucky because I was able to find him on YouTube. Yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, this journey. So I'm quite enjoying my journey of improving my spoken English. I was able to find many others, like this Korean woman who is trying really hard to make her life much better, okay. And this Taiwan, maybe she's from where Hong Kong, okay. She's struggling with her life too, and she's very smart too. And any others, okay, many others. I'm inspired. I've been inspired by so many people here on YouTube, and I really hope that I can inspire you, some of you watching me speaking English this way on YouTube out there. I'll be really, really happy. Okay. Oh, anyway, this is another of my rambling video, just rambling, okay. But I really hope that you have a wonderful day today too, so that you can appreciate what you have, okay. Okay, thank you very much for watching if you're still there. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow too. So until then, bye for now.